Guys, I will put us on live on YouTube now. Please accept the invitation of YouTube. Just a moment. We are redirecting. Guys, I will put us. Okay, so now we are online on YouTube. Hello, YouTube channel. Good evening for all. Today, we will discuss about gender review parties. So we have the questions here. And please, I will just a moment. I would like you direct the conversation here, all of you. So, João, can you choose a question here? And you can read and respond, and after your response, you can choose other person to respond as well. Okay? Can you start?
Okay, I will follow the numbers. So question number 2, do you have kids? No, I don't. If so, can you share house life with them? That's not my case. If not, do you plan to have them someday? Like having kids, like my girlfriend being pregnant, definitely not. She doesn't want it. She preferred to adopt a kid, and I agree with this idea she had. And probably we will do it when we become older. So I choose another one to answer. Okay, Larissa, can you answer?
Yes, I don't have kids. Maybe in 10 years. Who knows? I've been dating like 9 years, and I will marry it next year. But it's not my plan right now, and maybe in the future. And I like the idea to adopt too. Maybe I will consider this option in the future. And what about you, Julian?
So this question is it was more easy to answer before the thing who occurred to myself last week. I was pregnant and I suffered an abort. So I can say I am a mom, but a mom of a little angel. Yeah. And yeah, I have intention to get children, and I will continue trying that. But I need to slow down some and wait some months to start again. And you, Ayla?
So in my case, yeah, I have my daughter is 24. So about our life, sometimes is awesome, sometimes we argue a lot, but that's okay. It's part of our relationship, and but we love each other. We love each other a lot. Yeah, it's difficult, but she is the best thing happy in my life. So yeah. And you, Sarah?
Oh, guys, I don't have kids yet. Yes, I have planned to have one or two, or maybe 3 one day. My husband is not doesn't agree maybe about it. He's afraid about the world, how the things are going, but maybe in the future, in 1 year or 2, maybe 3, we will think about it, and probably the life will be good, I think. So yes, I have a plan, but it's not a urgent plan, not for this next month, maybe next year or 2, 3 years. Okay, so Ayla, can you choose another question for us, please?
Okay. Number 4. Okay. Would you throw a gender reveal party? Why or why not? So guys, I think I usually don't like a little this kind of party. Yeah, especially when it is a big party. I think when a small party and people enjoy sometimes, but in my case, I think I don't have enough money to throw this sort of party. But if I had, I wouldn't do. Because I believe it's a waste. So, and when we have a kid, there are a lot of expenses, and I think it's good to save money for for the baby. So I think it depends on the person. I enjoy to see, but I think I don't do this type of party. And you, Julia?
I like to see too. Sometimes I waste my time looking this on the TikTok, so I pass some minutes watching these things. But I don't like the big one, the oh my God, the big explosions and the danger for people's like the notice occurred something like that on the Rio this weekend. I don't know if you see this in the notes, but it's crazy. So I don't like, and I agree with Tyler. Not is necessary, the big one, but I think depends of the couple, and some guys like to external this happiness, and share this moment of discovery, and it's a sensation. I don't know. Some people like to do that, but in my case, my husband and I was decided to don't know the gender of the child, so the baby. So we agree to discover just in the boring moment. So we agree and don't create some moment like that. And you, João?
Okay.
Before you ask it, I answer. I will share I see one time the gender revelation of the adopted child. So it is this is one of my favorites because the family doesn't know the child, just the couple, and the family is revelated. Is so emotional. So now answer that, please.
Okay, that was very interesting because I never heard about it. Never saw that kind of gender reveal. Um, I don't know about parties. I'm not a very party planner person, but I think gender reveal is more a party to the parents than to the child. I wasn't expecting like adopted child that is already born, that is older, but when the party is for the child, in that case, I think the party has to be funny and have other kids to the kid play with. Like sometimes I see uh, kid parties with a lot of teams, and when I was a kid, I was just running around the playground with the other kids and go back to eat and go back to run again. Okay. And you, Larissa?
I don't like this idea. I prefer when it's just a colorful cake, like pink for girl and blue for boy. I don't know. I don't think it's fun. The big explosions, big babies running. I don't like this. And I'm a very anxious. I would like to know the sex of the baby as soon as possible. So I don't like gender reveal party. I prefer a regular baby shower. I prefer that. And what about you, Sarah?
Yes, I agree with you, guys. I don't know if I would do. I respect if someone likes this kind of a party, but I think that it maybe it's funny some things that they do in this kind of a parties, but I if it, if I am pregnant, I would like to know the gender of baby as soon as possible. And maybe I wouldn't do this kind of party. As I last said, there is another question here that we could talk about money, but I agree with Ayla that is a waste of money. Is sometimes because I agree that we need to save money when we plan to have a baby in the future. So I totally agree with you. So Larissa, can you choose another question for us, please?
Yes, my connection is a little bit unstable, but I will try. Number 8. What's the best part of a gender review party? I think the best part is a moment when the parents discover a gender of his baby, but sometimes it's so sad when uh, when the daddy see a pink, I don't know, pink explosion. I don't know, how can I say? Irritado. I don't know, how can I say this in English? But I don't like this. But I like the cake and and the I like a regular usual.
It's my time.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Larissa,
Yeah, go ahead.
okay.
Yeah, it's because Frozen when she was ending the sentence. So in my opinion, I think as Larissa talked, the best moment and the 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 rules is the same, when the parents agree with this revelation and they wish this gender, the the reaction is so incredible, and the emotion and the sport some like a good emotion in ourselves. But when they are bad with this new and this not so good to see, and some guys I don't know, take some explosion attitudes, and it's not so good to see. So I agree with you, Lari. And you, Sarah, what's your opinion?
I agree. I totally agree with you. The best part is when it's covered, when appears what the baby is, and the face of people is surprising that time, but you notice when they like or not. Maybe children doesn't hide this kind of feeling. If it, for example, it is the second son and the first one is next, and the face is so angry about the revelation. So I think that maybe is bad to see this kind of situation. That, but maybe the best part is when the baby is revealed late. And you, João, what do you think?
I agree with you, girls. I don't know. I think it's very sad when you underreact and when you overreact for a gender. I don't know. This is one thing that bothers me a lot when I see in videos. I think probably the best part of the gender reveal is, don't know, the emotion of the reveal and the food probably. So what about you, Ayla?
Yeah, I agree. What Sarah and Julia said about the parents' face and parents' reaction. Reaction. It's so good. When I watch it on YouTube, I feel emotional because I I see how they happy, so happy, and they laugh, they cry, and it's a special moment for the parents. Yeah, I think it's the best part is the parents' reaction when they find what are the gender.
Yes, all of us responded, yes. So, Julia, can you choose another question for us, please?
Yep, just a little moment because I am in the cell phone here. Yeah. I I think we already answered some ones. So, have these pairs become a competition? Would you say the internet plays a role in this context? Is the number 6? Um, yes, sometimes the appear like that. Some rich people needs to show the big scandal for the society to know about the sex of the baby, and I realized this is something used during the pandemic situation to get likes. It's some movements to engage it people in your life. So I realized this. Some YouTubers, famous people, and people who like to appear from your city, and promoting the big party to do that, to show for the world about about the gender of your kid. So I think it's like a competition sometimes. And you, João?
I think that all the parties have turned into a competition in general. So I agree that gender reveal parties have turned into a competition. Internet plays a very important role in this because the impression you have to other people is really heavy nowadays. But there are some parties that I think that makes sense to be strongly beauty, like a marriage, like graduation, maybe our grandparents' dream, our mother's dream. Maybe the son is a dream for the family. So sometimes it's not just a competition, but I'm talking about the exceptions. Uh, and you, Ayla?
Yeah, guys, I totally agree with that because people usually like to follow the trend, fashion, behavior, and what others is doing, and it's it's a stimulator for social media, and the people like display their life on social media all the time, and I think this type of parties are an example of this, and and it's a repetition. Sometimes I think it's funny because they are kind of competition, and I think they don't stop you to think about it. I think it doesn't make sense to me sometimes, but it's a tendency. Unfortunately, it's a tendency. People like to fall to exposure a lot, and that's it. Angel, Larissa.
I feel people are trying to make parties bigger and bigger. I remember in the beginning it was just a little cake, pink or blue cake, and now we have a big explosions, you know, especially famous people want to turn this moment something for TV, for YouTube or Instagram, and making money from with this party. You know, it's a little bit sad, I guess. And what about you, Sad?
Yes, this is the situation. In the beginning was a closed situation between the under the family, just with closed people. Nowadays we have bigger parties, and I don't know if you remember the revelation of the son of Alok, DJ Alok.
Yeah, the big one, memorable.
Yes, it was an explosion between some buildings. I don't remember correctly, but it was the sensation of that time. And I agree with when Julia said they are trying to have likes, mainly famous people. In this pandemic situation, we are more at home. We didn't have a lot of parties and shows and other things, and they were trying uh, to have likes and followers. What else? So I think that this way is I think that they try to do. And yes, I think that it has been a kind of competition between famous people. It's strange, I think, but there are some people, the followers, who like a lot, who enjoy, who follow them, and there is no explanation, in my opinion. So, guys, now I'm going to choose a question for us. Please let me see.
We already answered someone's in the middle of the conversation.
Maybe question number 9, or 10. 10. I think that is more suitable. What could be the consequence of oversharing such a private moment as pregnancy? I would like to hear your opinion first. And João, what is your opinion about this question?
Okay, I think that's the hardest question for me.
Mm.
I don't know, like, is is a time that you are with your hormones through your skin, and a lot of things are happening, and depending on the week of the pregnancy, I don't know if it is a bad thing to have this kind of like emotional in I don't know this emotional party, and to be exposed to her all your family talking about you and talking about your baby. I really don't know. I think could be very bad consequences depending on, don't know, on your family, on how big is your party. But I think there are consequences for sure. And you, Julia?
So I was thinking about my moment, and when I discovered, then I was suffering this abort situation. The first thing who passed in my mind was, oh my God, I talked about that with my family 2 days ago, and now I doesn't have my kid anymore. So I think remove these big moments before you have your kid in your arm is difficult, can be difficult to process if you suffer something like that. More difficult because in this my first week, I can't talk about this with anybody of my family, just my husband. This was just for us, is our loss. So it's difficult because for some people it's so simple. Oh, try again, and it's just wait, but not as just wait. I think this can be the big problem can happen in this situation. I just thinking about that. and you, Lari?
I think when you post on Instagram, YouTube, I don't know, when you post too much on internet, lose the essence. It's not natural. Seems to be all fake to look good on camera and look good for friends or for your followers, and try to make money with the baby. It's not natural, and I don't like. I prefer discretion. I don't know. And what about you, Ayla?
Yeah, guys, I think that too much exposure, it's no good, especially about pregnancy. I think it can harm the uh, privacy of the parents, and like Julia said, I'm sorry, Julia, I understood. It's very difficult when a woman can lose the baby and in the beginning of the pregnancy. And that must be very difficult to overcome. And besides, to have to answer questions about it. And sometimes people don't understand well about it, and the people sometimes can be insensitive for as well, and it's difficult to overcome. Yeah, and I think it is. I think it's to be careful, to be don't be too much exposure. Yeah. Thank you, Sarah.
Yes, I agree. I don't like to expose my private life, and I think that maybe the consequence would be a lot of people will ask you about it, and maybe you don't have time to respond all of them, and it's hard to handle this kind of situation. And as Larissa said, I agree with her that you lose this essence of your life if you expose a lot to things of your life, private life. So I think that is not good, but I respect some people who like, who enjoy to share the life with the others. So hello guys, welcome back to the main room.
Hello.
I'd like to know how was the conversation in the small room. Igor, how was the conversation for you? With the other
Yes,
guys?
I like that. It was very funny to talking about the trainer, for example, to call. It's very fun.
And you, Thiago, how was the conversation for you?
Oh, it was great. We had a great time there. As Igor said, it was very funny. We laughed a lot. I enjoyed it. It was a pleasure to talk with Igor, Wanda, and Gustavo.
Okay, amazing. And you, Wanda?
Yeah, I agree with both. It was a good time for me. We thought we would talk a lot, we would laugh a lot. Yeah, it's an amazing subject. You can discuss many things, many kinds of thoughts. It's really interesting.
Yes, in this room we discussed it a lot, and we have a lot of examples, mainly about the famous people who I think that there is a competition between them to show the better party, gender party. So there is no explanation for that, but it happens.
Yeah.
So guys, we had a survey for this meeting. I will share with you on the chat. This is just to know if we could improve something in our meeting. You can put some suggestions for us, your score for this meeting. We thank you for your opinion. So guys, it was a pleasure to be here with you. I wish you all a good week, a good Monday, and of course, I hope to see you Wednesday. I will at the 8 p.m. in the same channel. But of course, I would like to see you again in some meeting. So guys, thank you so much for your time. Have a
Thank
good
you.
night. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.